Samantha Stone's coming over to take the throw. And they immediately start to back up because they know. And then she throws a laser right off Amani. She went short, and Amani wasn't ready for it. And that's a good through ball to Esch. And Manikowski covers it up, and the ball is cleared out.
Well, that was a great play by Abby. She she started to come out and realized that she wasn't going to get there before the Laville player. So she backed up, and then she came out and charged it, and it went right off of her.
Good work from Dunlap. And back over to Allen. Allen plays it forward, and Dunlap's going against Cox. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a shot on goal. Cox has it, keeps it in play. Oh, I thought she kept it in. Throw in for the Dragons. Monty plays it in the middle, and she doesn't get enough on it. Played forward. Lindsay Aschenbrenner fakes. Dotto changes it. Kelsey Aschenbrenner. Stone's on her. Plays it forward, and Stone receives it. Goes around her. Plays it up, and that's a little too far. Straight to the keeper.
The keeper for the Laville Lady Lancers, Micah Edwards, is a junior.
Stone has it. Chips it back over. Amani Gonzalez can't get there. Needs to be on that touch line beforehand, and that ball gets to him. They need to spread the field just a little bit more. Pick them apart. Dunlap comes across Brenner. Loses it. Brenner stays with it. Dotto is going to beat Aschenbrenner there. And she keeps possession. Instead of kicking, she needs to just hit it right square to Amani. Close, play it close. Dunlap switches fields over to Boffman. Boffman touches, goes back. Switches back over to Dunlap. Misses the settle. And it's out of bounds. Throw in for the Dragons. Gee, sounds like I heard that before. Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't go to it. Gorka, square ball. Puts it in. Overmeyer hits it out. Esch has it. Burkholder battles. Ball's played back. Overmeyer applies pressure. Long distance shot and nothing on it. Manikowski scoops it up with ease. There's a great ball to Boffman, and it's broke up by Cox.
All right, well, we thank everybody for joining us. We should be going out to YouTube Live now. Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone. We're at the 26-17 mark of the first half. Lady Dragons are up 1-0 over the Lady Lancers from Laville High School. And great start so far. The Lady Dragons have had a pretty offensive mindset here from the start. They had the ball pretty much on their offensive end most of the night. Abby Manikowski was called on here a little bit ago to make a nice save.
Ball's played forward. Stone's going to cut it off. Has Amani and goes back to Manikowski. Manikowski settles, has all kinds of time, and now plays it wide. And it's hit, and it's a goal kick.
So if you're just joining us, the two teams as a possible matchup here of sectional, hopefully championships. Both teams in the sectional up at Newton Park.
Newton Park, 25 minutes left, and
Dragons are 6-3-1 on the year. The Lady Lancers are 8-1, and they are coming off of their first loss on Saturday to the Concord Lady Minutemen, if you want to say that.
Yep.
Lady Minutemen.
Good ball up.
Or would it be the
forward.
Concord Minute Women?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alex
Minute
Stearns with color commentary from the camera.
Now it's the politically correct term would be the Concord Lady Minute People.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This for the Lady Dragons, number 4, Katie Dean.
Good ball forward. Throw in for the Dragons again. Laura Stone with the throw in. Push in the back. Stone's going over to take the chip in. See if somebody can capitalize on it. Overmeyer rotates back. Stone rotates back. Well, let's see. Who's going to go to it? Who's going to have the tenacity to go to the ball? Stay on side to once it's played. Nice little chip shot. There it is. And, ooh, and it's on frame, and the catch, goalie saves it.
That was a
nice hit.
Very direct shot by Sam, and it took a little bit of a hop there by Edwards in order to get up and on that.
Dotto needs to get rid of it a little bit quicker. And she does. Samantha Stone right there with the left. Gets the ball back from Baldwin, or Dunlap. Stone through ball to Boffman, and it's broke up. Head through. High kick, no one's there. Apply the pressure. Dunlap has it. Dunlap goes around her, and Allen's too close. Samantha Stone's going to get it. Fakes, goes wide. Amani gets it broke up.
So in that instance where the Laville girl had that high kick, they don't call that because there's no
no
dragging
one's around there, so it's not dangerous for anyone.
Okay.
Stone goes forward on the ground, and nobody's there. Shelfie Zeiger's playing deeper to prevent that through ball. Both of them run through. Brenner breaks it up, and Amani gets the ball. And the dangerous play towards the middle when there's already people there. Esch has it. Dean is going to push her to the outside. And that's just fine. She goes up, hits it with the left, nothing on it. Laura Stone settles and drills it out of bounds, has time to put it upfield. Here comes nobody since it's a Laville throw-in and it's 3 subs for the Dragons. Coach Stone's going to rotate a lot of bodies and use the fact that they're low on subs to try to wear them out. Samantha Stone gets it. Hits it forward, and it's out of bounds, and Haley Cox is there to come in, along with Baldwin, Vanderweel, and Sydney Miller.
All right, so all 4 of those girls, starters returning for a second shift.
And for the Lady Dragons, number 22.
21 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Argus up 1-0.
Number 9, Sydney Miller.
Pets shields it well. Laura Stone has it. Gives it back. It's broke up. Betts runs through it, and Betts has a Vanderweel. Now it's taken by Laura Stone. Played on the ground. Broke up. Baldwin causing havoc. They go square, and Katie Dean's going to intercept it. Goes one more wide, and that's a good touch out to Miller. Miller hits. And then fakes, goes back to the middle to Overmeyer. Overmeyer hits it wide. Vanderweel. Now Baldwin's going to make a run on it. Broke up, and Laura Stone's going to miss. Here comes Overmeyer. Carries it. Goes wide. Oh, she had possession of the ball. Knocks the girl over, and they call it on it. Overmeyer could have went wider one touch earlier and got rid of that ball. Stone hits it out. Here comes Sydney Miller, going to get the ball. Hits it quick, and it's broke up by Cox. Ball's played forward. Headed forward by Cox. Played up. Easy ball for Manikowski. The Dragons will not mind them doing that. Trying to go long. Nice hit by Manikowski. Baldwin's going to run through it.
Anyone interested in being a ball boy or ball girl, please report to the press box.
Free drink and candy bar.
And it's out of bounds off of Shelfie Zeiger, and
Get a free drink and a candy bar out of it.
ball's in the middle. Dean, plays broke up. Shelfie Zeiger hits it wide, and Sydney Miller goes back and intercepts it. Alora Stone has it. Goes to Vanderweel. Vanderweel loses possession. And Stone knocks it out. Schaefer, Haley Schaefer is going to be ball girl for us. She has it. Blocked by Stone. Dunlap. Battles. Stone's going to take it. Now to Dunlap. And it's broke up. Overmeyer gets the ball. Good work out of Overmeyer. Gets the ball wide over to Dean. Dean looks, and it goes up one touch, and that's a great ball to Sydney Miller. Sydney Miller back over to Dean. Dean looks, and it's broke up by Cox. Miller gets it. It's going to be outran by Cox, outmuscled. Over to Kelsey Ashenbrenner.
It's going to be hard-pressed for anybody on the Lady Dragons besides Sam to probably outmuscle Cox.
Yeah, she's a very tough player. She gets frustrated, and if you work on her enough, she does tend to get a card here or there. So the Dragons will probably high-pressure her.
Coach Dunlap has moved some girls around and put her back in the defensive position.
And put Ashenbrenner back up top there, Lindsay. Oh, it's broke by Kelsey Ashenbrenner, crosses. Overmeyer and Samantha Stone has it and clears it out with her left. Headed. Dunlap keeps it on the ground. Gorka has it. Brenner, out to Brenner. Kelsey Ashenbrenner here to throw the cross. And it's backing in. Alora Stone settles. Gives it up to Morgan Baldwin, who goes to Dunlap wide. Gorka's going to break it. Dunlap still battles, gets it, and it's loose. Gorka comes away with it. It's down here a little bit, but they've been unable to do anything with it. Vanderweel gives it to Dunlap or Baldwin, and it's just touched wide by Shelfie. Zeiger is a very good defender. She's on their travel team. Does very well. Vanderweel hits it back forward. Dean checks to it. Overmeyer settles, plays it back, and they are just kicking it straight back to Laville. Ball's through. Good play, and Manikowski with the save. Knuckles down, and it's going to bounce. They are marking Baldwin big time now. Stone back to Baldwin. Dunlap gets it. Overlap. It looks at Stone wide. This pass is way too soft. Stone settles with the chest. Goes around her. And splits them. And Dunlap doesn't go to it and creates havoc. Manikowski out and with a great clearance. And Dunlap looks out of it of sorts. She's not been on her sharpest game so far. Miller's pass is broken up. Yep, and she's offsides. She's offsides. And, man, the AR had the flag up, then he put it down, and then she was offsides again. He needs to think about what he's doing. I'm sorry. That's terrible.
In for Laville, number 5, Abby Krager. Number 18, Hannah Clark. In for the Lady Dragons, number 5, Gabby Allen.
He's trying to say that the ball went wide to the other girl, but the girl in the middle made the play for it, which caused the defense to shift. That is an intent. That's the offsides, and he needs to keep his flag up. Then the cross, she was offsides to boot, so he needs to be down there. Baldwin gets the ball over to Allen. Allen pushes through, gives it back to Baldwin. It's going to be broke up by Shelfie Zeiger. And then Baldwin gets it back over to Allen. Good work. Allen gets it back. Gives it over to Dean. Back over to Stone. Stone goes wide. Broke up by Cox. Dean has it. Looks and takes a shot, and it's saved. Shot by Dean. I like that. Going to the far post over to the back corner.
Shot by number 4, Katie Dean.
Nothing wrong with that. Here's a long hit. Dean steps to it. Gets it before it hits the ground. That's good stuff. Here comes Miller. Played forward. Brenner keeps it in. Stone breaks it up. Aschenbrenner goes back. Looks. They hit it forward. Dottle gets around her. Samantha Stone gets it. Hits it in the middle. Picked up by Manikowski, not on frame.
It looked like a really good opportunity there for the Lady Lancers. Nice passing. They got the ball in the middle, but the shot on the attempted shot on goal was way off to the right.
Yeah.
And didn't have anything on it.
Here's the counter. Vanderwill gets the ball back from Baldwin. Chips it forward. Dean gets it to Baldwin, and it's broke up.
I tell you, I've been impressed with Katie Dean. She's came in
Yep.
here this game and earned herself a lot of playing time with her tenacity and good, smart play.
No contact. She goes down way too easy. Manikowski with the long hit. They need to stop focusing because they're just covering Baldwin. They need to go Baldwin wide and then play the middle without her in there. Stone breaks it over to Vanderwill. Vanderwill settles it. Gets it taken away from Esch from behind. Betts moves it wide. Brenner's going to battle Betts. And good work out of Betts. Shields it correctly. Shields it again. And plays it forward, and that's just fine. Throw in for the Lady Lancers.
Couple Laville subs coming in, and 3 Argos subs getting ready to check back in.
Monty, Burkholder, and not real sure on the last one, probably Dunlap. Dottle hits it forward. Settled by Allen. Turn. Looks at Vanderwill, splits the defenders. Good work out of Allen. Goes up. Baldwin has it, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
In for Laville, number 20, Corey Hess. Number 7, Kylie Platts. In for the Lady Dragons, number 6, Morgan Dunlap. Number 12, McKenna Burkholder. And number 15, Imani Gonzalez.
Well, I like this. He's put Dunlap back up front for Dean, who had great minutes. Got another offensive player, so they're not focused on Baldwin. Now they can start spreading the field between the two. They'll look at Baldwin to get the ball to Dunlap, and she'll do good things also.
Well, our scoreboard camera is dead. Blame
Nice.
Randy. But I'll keep you up to date. We're around 11 minutes here left in the first half.
Randy, what happened to our camera?
He didn't charge it.
He shrugs his shoulders.
He's
Stone
very
takes
very festive tonight.
Yeah. And Burkholder's not wide, and ball goes out of bounds. Gorka gets it, looks. It's off of her. Goes back towards the middle. Hits it with her left. Allen shields it. Plays it back in. Handball. They don't call it. And Overmeyer hits it out. Throw in for the Lancers. Sloppy soccer at the moment between both sides. Neither one really combining to do anything spectacular, but Betts has it. Hits it off of Laville, and it's a throw in for the Dragons. And in comes Parker Boffman. Out comes Baldwin.
Dragons, number 1, Parker Boffman.
All right, throw in for the Dragons. Allen, or Overmeyer. Brenner heads it back. It's broken up. Overmeyer shields it. Brenner takes it away. Looks, hits it, and Manikowski saves, and it's going to be a corner kick.
That was a tough
Knuckleball. It's a nice little hit from Lindsay Ashenbrenner. I taught her that.
You taught her that, yeah.
She's been with me for 10 seasons for travel.
She should have put it in then.
Yeah. Ball's in. It's a good ball in. Header, and it's over the goal.
That was a beautiful header there. Who was that?
Kelsey Ashenbrenner.
That was Kelsey.
I've had her for 10 seasons. That was a good header out of Kelsey. A good attempt.
Just a bit over the bar. Yep. So the Lady Lancers are knocking on the door. They just haven't been able to open it up and put one in the back of the net as of yet. Right at 9 minutes to go here in the first half.
Stone smashes one. And Shelfie Zeiger's there. Heads it forward. Run through by Overmeyer. Allen gets it. Gorka powers her out.
So there's 11 blue shirts on the field. How many of those have you coached?
One. Both Brenners. Gorka, who just kicked it there. Aaron Esch, number 2. Shelfie Zeiger, number 16. We've also coached Cox down here. So, half the team.
Yeah, that's 6 right there out of the 11. So
half the team.
Yeah.
So, done well.
Big header there by Cox.
Leaves it forward. Brenner is on Stone. Looks, turns back the other way. Ball's in. It's loose. And Laura Stone clears it out. Monty's on Aaron Esch. Known for basketball, or at least that's her first passion, that's for sure. Oh, the Dragons need better control of the ball, please. Stone gets knocked down. Out of bounds. Going to be throwing for the Dragons. Played up. Off of Laville. She keeps in possession. Plays it in the middle. Stone steps through it. Dottle powers her out. Kelsey Ashenbrenner battling hard with Dottle. Drops it over to Burkholder. Burkholder hits it up. And it's kicked forward. Still in play, and now it's out of bounds, thrown for the Dragons. You can see that's not makeup on Dottle. Look at her eye. Look at that shiner. You can see it from here. She got that last game in Rochester. Laura Stone settles in the middle, turns it. Hits it wide, it's broke up. Headed over, and Manikowski's getting it with ease. And Dottle gets the ball rolled out to her and hits it forward. Unfortunately, straight to Laville.
There are offsides called on Laville. She came from an offside position. Hey, I'm picking up a few
You got it, bro.
Yeah. 6:10 left to go in the
from
first
a coaching standpoint, Coach Stone's going to tell her, you can't be lazy and wait to come back. You got to get coming back immediately. And she'll appreciate that from me. Stone drills it forward. Cox heads it side. Burkholder settles. Hard touch, and Gorka plays it back towards the center. Goes wide instead. Brenner. Good combination. Back over to Lindsay. One more, and they shift fields. Dragons have numbers behind the ball, though. And Burkholder needs to be on Brenner over here. And she's not, and it leaves her open. And there's the pass right to her. What'd I say? Stone plays it wide.
Well, fortunately for the Lady Dragons, she couldn't handle the pass, but here we go again. Nobody's on her. Far
Shot,
post.
and it's no good.
Just curled. That was on frame right there.
Curled out.
Yep. So the Lady Dragons dodge a bullet right there. You called it right there from the backside. You know, they kind of lost Aschenbrenner.
It's all about reading the game.
Yep.
And they gotta think about those things. Sooner or later, when you leave those gaps, that passing lane becomes picked out, and they use it.
You could see the two kind of looking here for this girl that was a little bit farther upfield, and Aschenbrenner was snuck in behind them.
Well, I tell you, 4.5 minutes left in the first, and Stone kicks that one out of bounds. And I don't know about you, but at the rate they're going, I don't know if one goal will finish this out. It may end up having to get another one for insurance. Ran through by Monty. Plays it back.
Now that looked like a handball to me. Why was that one not?
Well, if she has no chance to react and its body, the hand's up next to the body, it's considered a natural position, so it's considered a ball to hand more than it is to handball.
I gotcha.
And that's good work out of Burkholder. Brenner hits it back in. And the left, Stone will force Brenner, Lindsay to her left all day long and won't have any issue with it. They've been teammates for a long time, so she knows how to play her. Play's broken up. Again, off of Laville, Dragon throw-in. And you can see Lindsay and Samantha just chatting, talking as they're walking back up the field together. Good ball in, and it's broke up by Zeiger. Allison Overmeyer hits it out of bounds, throw in, and a sub for Laville.
Madison Donahue, the senior, returns for the Lady Lancers.
Number 8, Madison Donahue.
Number 20,
Seasonal player.
Corey Hess.
As we call those, are seasonal players. They play during soccer season at school, and that's about it. That's what I call a seasonal player.
Well, it used to be the way everybody
Every
played.
sport was, and that's the way it is. But
anymore, if you don't play 364 days a year, you're going to consider be behind. But
Stone plays it out. Boffman gets it. Looks. Plays it forward. Dunlap has a run on Cox, and Cox clears it out just in time. Burkholder comes up, and Dottle's going to receive it. Run through it. Plays it forward a little too far. It's broke up again. And now it goes wide out to Brenner. She's looking back in the middle, and she gets it.
2 minutes to half.
Broke up by Stone and Overmeyer. Overmeyer clears it out and says it's just safe enough to give them a throw-in, get numbers behind the ball. It's 8v3 right now on bodies for Dragons.
Well, you said seasonal player, and there's a good, a good crossing shot.
Yep.
Is it blocked out by Overmeyer? It's going to be a corner for Laville. You said seasonal player, and I think the way it works here in Argos is there's 3 seasons. There's fall soccer, there's indoor soccer, and spring soccer.
Well,
and then
as we typically say it's fall soccer, basketball, spring soccer.
And then
because we are small and we're forced to we have multiple players that play both soccer and basketball. But, yeah, I know what you're saying, and it makes a difference. It does. And we have to do what we can just by the size of us. Stone's going to take it and carry. Goes around her. Cuts it back around. Gives it to her. Asks for it back. And she gets it back. And, unfortunately, it's to Cox and not to her feet. And 48 seconds.
Offsides.
I saw 3 Dragons, and
It's from when the ball was played, and they stepped back. When she was initially played, she was on the offsides position.
okay.
So Stone comes all the way back and says, okay, get up. We got 28 seconds. Let's knock it forward and do something with it. Ball knuckles. And there's an opportunity. Play the miss, and Shelfie Zeiger plays it forward. Allen has it and plays it wide, and it's broke up again. Dunlap to
10,
Burkholder.
8, 7,
So Laville gets it cleared out.
4, 3.
Plays it forward, and Manikowski says, just relax. We got no problems.
And that's going to do it for one half of action here at Eugene Snyder Field. Lady Dragons lead 1-0 over the Lady Lancers, and that came off of the foot of Morgan Baldwin, who scored with a goal at the 33-44 mark off of an assist by Gabby Allen. So we're going to
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't, but I know who does. The professional service staff at Shepherd's knows how to fix my vehicle and get me back on the road fast. Schedule your next service appointment online at shepherdsrochester.com. From simple oil changes to major engine repairs, Shepherd's is the only place for me.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
Don't miss a touchdown with Red Zone from NFL Network and RTC Fiber Communications. Call today to get yourself set up for all the action. Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Are the other guys offering you less than you expect for your trade-in? At Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, they trade your way, offering you top dollar for your trade-in vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris Smith, PGA Tour player and Rochester native. Shepherd's prides themselves on giving you the highest amount possible for your trade. If someone is giving you less than you expect, come out to Shepherd's and give them the opportunity to find a deal that works for you. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
Be fun. We need it.
Yeah. Well, and there aren't. First of all, he's not really he's not, and that's like Watson says, unless they can step in, you can't develop them for next year because they're going to be here next year. So it's kind of a.
Somebody needed to get a really tall girl.
Yeah, we had one year.
But not good one.
One from Germany. She's pretty good.
Which one?
One from Germany. No. I can't think of her name now, but she was a good one. She helped us out, I tell you.
We could use a...
Yeah, it'd be good to get in there.
What do you guys do? I can get it for you.
6, 3, or 4.
Did you give the ref something already then? What? Did you give the ref something? Yep. Okay. Got you.
I got a letter from her at home. I saved her. I get her the name.
Hey, Scott.
She was good. She helped us.
Popcorn?
Rode a bicycle, 4 miles, play basketball in Germany.
Okay.
Every day. Because they didn't have it as her team. So she played on a, like an independent team type thing.
This was like the best career I've
Yeah.
had. Huh? I have a job in the press box.
Yeah, it is.
I would love this.
There's kids that are going to school for that. Announcing?
I want to.
I know a kid, Kyle McGinty, he's going to Plymouth. I work with his mom, and he's going, I'm not for sure which college he's going to, though. I think it's, I wonder if it's IU. He's going to one of the colleges for that.
Use enrollments down.
Is it? Yeah. It's getting expensive.
Yeah.
To go to college.
Oh,
yes.
I'm working every bit of, except for announcing. I mean, I work every stitch of overtime I can to save up for Jacob.
Yeah, but I got this micro cassette recorder at home that I got at a garage sale. And I'm going to start doing Cubs games with that.
Oh.
Put together.
Mr. Stone realized he's supposed to be up here as well.
This is my particular style.
So I got to learn this one.
Announcing that I like is where the announcing goes down to the coaches, where they call the game as it is and they go try to fix what the players do.
Yeah, well, good luck on that. Because they all do it.
No,
All do it.
well, okay, maybe that's what I like about baseball.
In football, they do.
Let's see.
Baseball, you can talk strategy, but because it's like,
Get it, John.
I'm just going to get a 1-minute horn to see if
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Stone realizes he needs to be up here.
but,
I don't know if he's
I
paying
didn't know
attention.
you could push that there.
They ain't pushing any time.
Oh, wow. Where's Steve? Both of them missing?
He's forgot it. He's forgot it. He's not even paying attention.
Where's he
No.
at?
Right there in front of
He's
us.
lost.
Did you announce it? Clock. A timer, please report to the press box.
Timer, please report to the press box. Oh, he's out there.
That's him.
Yeah, I see him. Now I see him.
that's why I'm saying I'm going to start doing That's what I like about baseball. Is because it's so quick. You can't really like say he should have done this. You can only make suggestions.
Come on, John. Hurry up, Jonathan. Move it.
1001.
I was just making sure.
You got it right in time, man.
Binoculars. Come on, Mr. Steve, you're gonna be late.
He's eating a hot dog.
And I was eating a root beer float. And he gave it to Gabe.
Did you put that camera on? All right, welcome back. Second half action getting set to go here from Eugene Snyder Field. Got a nice view of the sun getting ready to set. Andy's giving the camera advice to Alex.
Yeah, it's the layout.
That'd be like
Advice.
That'd be like him telling you how to talk.
Advice. Well, the Lady Dragons go back with, think how it started. Plays it forward. Broke up. Gorka goes wide. Betts battles. Sophomore Betts, very tenacious, very tough. Played out. Throw in for Laville.
You know, there's a strong senior class for the Lady Dragons, but they do have a really good group of sophomores and juniors behind them.
Yep. Free kick for the Lancers. You can't eat that without something to drink. You'll be dying. Zeiger going to try a long free kick.
This is a bad spot for the Lady Dragons.
It's a good hit. And it's off there, and it's kicked in.
Yeah, I said that. It's a bad spot, and off the rebound.
Manikowski.
Is that Lindsay Ashenbrenner?
Lindsay Ashenbrenner puts it in.
So,
and 1-1, and the Dragons fall asleep on the defensive end.
So with 39:02 left in the game, Lindsay Ashenbrenner puts the goal in and ties the game at 1.
I told you I didn't know if 1 would be enough for the Dragons, and they'd have to work at it. And sure enough, things didn't go their way.
Yeah, I said that was a dangerous spot, and it goes off the crossbar, and the rebound, and Ashenbrenner was right there to punch it in. So the Lady Dragons need to get back in offensive mode here and see what they can do.
Burkholder plays it up to Baldwin. Baldwin. Ball's missed, and Cox. Baldwin hits her. And Baldwin's going to do that quite a bit to get her frustrated because she likes to get the cards. And she's ranting and raving already. And that was a good hit, but, you know, we'll see what happens here. Ball's played forward by Vanderwill. Betts. Gorka square, and Dunlap's going to settle it. Back over to Allen, to Dunlap. Dunlap gets it through. Dunlap plays it up, and Baldwin's going to try to get there, but Shelfie cuts her off. And they're going to have to play a little bit more to feet. They can't do the through ball because that's what they're anticipating now. Baldwin, or Dunlap has it. Hits it over to Vanderwill. Vanderwill's got time. Hits it over to Burkholder, and it's cleared out just in time. Gorka has it. Vanderwill hustles back. The ball's in the middle to Esch. And it's broke up. Betts gets it blocked by Lindsay Ashenbrenner. And Betts shields and takes it, and that's good work from the sophomore. Hampton's going in. Vanderwill settles. Drops it to Stone. And it's out of bounds. Ball's played over. Out by Dottle. Handball.
Handball call.
And they're going to go wide. Look at Dunlap and Baldwin. Stone knuckles down. And it goes through, and the keeper's going to get it. And it's off the keeper, and it's a corner. They switched goalkeepers, and that's off of, I think, that's the little Cox girl. The freshman, Argos goal corner.
Correction, Argos corner.
Is that Trinity Cox? She's actually listed as a
Sophomore.
sophomore.
Okay. Sophomore, tall and skinny. Has pretty good hands. Just got misjudged on that one. And the Dragons only have 4 up there, and Vanderbilt's going to try to put it in. And that's a good ball in. And it's missed by everybody, Miller. And it's cleared out. And it does get cleared finally. Dottle plays it back in the middle with the left, and it's cleared out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons.
To me, it seemed like a great play right there by Haley Cox. She didn't really get much on it as far as she was trying to head it out, but she got enough just to
scare them,
disrupt everything.
And Allen has it. Allen's got a chance. There's a shot by Allen, and it's just off the crossbar. What a shot from Gabby Allen, and it's off the crossbar.
Yeah, 4 inches makes a big difference on that one. That one's in the goal if she can get it down just a little bit. Nice shot attempt.
All righty. All right, Shuffy Zeiger, she'll have a long kick in midfield.
I think with the way things are going, the Dragons, they can take some of those longer shots.
Yeah, they need to apply the pressure and just keep putting them up on there and getting the rebound. And Baldwin's going to make a break, gives it up to Miller. Miller's going to cross it. And here's a long hit, and it's across to no one.
No backside,
Run from Burkholder. The outside mid needs to be up there. Here's a ball forward. Headed back. Allen settles. Goes over to Samantha Stone. Samantha Stone splits, and it's broke up. Bad pass. And Laura Stone's going to get there with ease. Passes over to Hampton. Hampton's going to make the pass. And that's better play out of the Dragons. Burkholder hits it forward, and Allen's going to try to run it down, and she's not going to have the pace because Shelfie's got about a 5-step lead on her. And that's good defeats. There's goes ball and turnover. And she tries to hit it short for Allen. Dragons going to have to throw in.
Well, she had Baldwin running up that way, but it was completely on the wrong side of the Laville player.
Yep, off of Vanderweel, and it's going to be throw in for Laville. Monty Gonzalez will be coming in for the Dragons. Ball's over to Aaron. Looks, gets it to Gorka, and she trips and falls. And Stone gets the ball, and it's broke loose. Plays it wide. Dottle hits it. Dunlap gets ball taken away. And they drop it back, and Baldwin has it. Baldwin wants to go at him. Baldwin goes at him again. And Cox used her body to shield her off, and that's a good play out of Cox. And then Shelfie Zeiger comes in and steps through and get the ball.
Another big defensive play there by Cox.
Yep.
Well, the first 5 minutes of the second half were all Laville. And so far here in the second 5 minutes, the Lady Dragons seem to have woke up just a little bit. They're playing much better.
Yeah, it was
nice
a one
shot.
play for Laville, and it was a scoring opportunity, and they took advantage of it. But it's been Dragons since then. Ball's switched, and that's a great header. Now comes Amani Gonzalez. Here comes the hustle out of her, number 7, and can't get there. Throw in to Allen. And she gets the ball, and Zeiger's going to break it off and knock it to their left forward. Good ball forward, and Vanderbilt can't get to it. And then Amani will throw it in. Ball's played back, and it's broke up again. Stone steps forward, knocks the ball forward on to the left. And Armani takes it, gives it forward, and it's broke up. You got to play it straight to feed if you're wanting to pick out one player. Vanderweel has it. Hits it back forward. Zeiger has time and plays it up easily. Plays it through again to Brenner. And stepped by Hampton, out of bounds, and it's going to be Dragons throw in.
Well, Gorka played right through the ball and Gonzalez on that play.
Yep.
But
ball's played up, and Stone gets it, knocks it wide. Miller to Dottle. Dottle turns her body, goes back around it. Plays it all the way back to Manikowski. Manikowski looks and plays it back over to Stone. Dottle to Stone. Stone's going to carry it. And then she plays it up, and it's a bad pass again out of Stone. Vanderweel switches it. Nice switch over. Hampton chips it forward. And it's out of bounds, and the Dragons throw in. In comes Lindy Reinhold. And out goes Sydney Miller. Throws it right off. Vanderweel. Vanderweel kicks it straight out of bounds.
First time into the game here for the junior Reinhold, number 7. We've got 29:51 left to go here in the match. It's a tie right now, 1-1. This is a non-conference match, so they will leave it a tie, right? If it goes to that.
Correct. Hampton's going to come away with it. Puts it back to Vanderweel. Vanderweel over to Laville, breaks it up. And now Laura Stone gets it. Gorka nutmegs her. Keeps it again. Hampton's just too quick. Out of bounds, and it's going to be throw in for Laville. Ball's shanked. Dunlap heads it forward and is settled by Shelfie Zeiger. Now it's over to Esch. And that's a good ball forward. Ball's in, and it's going to be wide of the goal. Dottle hits it out. Gorka plays it wide.
Lady Dragons dodged a bullet on that one. Manikowski came out, and the shot was taken, and it just went wide left.
And there's a goal. Number 8. And the Dragons are asleep a little back there.
Madison Donahue puts the goal in with 28-33. And the Lady Lancers have scored 2 quick goals here in the second half to take a 2-1 lead over the Lady Dragons. So the Dragons have gone from a up 1 position at the half to now they're down 1 and looking up at the Lady Lancers who have the 1-goal lead. So,
well, the players are a little stagnant at the moment. Here's Reinhold. Hits it forward, and it's cleared out. Stone goes back into the midfield.
Really, the Lady Dragons have had 1 shot. That was a shot from distance by Allen, and other than that, it's been all Laville here in the second half.
And here's a breakaway. And there's a goal again, and the Dragons are down 3-1.
That's Donahue once again, 27-58. So, man, less than a minute. And Donahue has opened up a 2-goal lead for the Lady Lancers. 3-1 on 2 goals in 35 seconds.
2 goals in 35 seconds. And Dottle comes out, and Overmeyer goes in.
I don't know what happened at the half, but the Lady Dragons are now in a big hole.
And for the Lady Dragons, number
Stone to
17,
Allen.
Allison Overmeyer.
Dunlap to Baldwin. Here's Baldwin's chance, and it's out too far. And
Well, that looks like an assumption right there. She assumed that the keeper was going to get it and stopped. I don't know if she would have kept going if she would have had a shot at it or not.
Yeah, if she would have kept, but it's the way it is on that. A good hit. And Ashton Brenner's going to run through and have another shot. And Manikowski comes out with ease and gets it. Well, let's see what the Dragons can do. It isn't a conference game, but it's a game about pride. And I don't know. The fire is not in the Lady Dragons at the moment.
3 goals by the Lady Lancers in the first 12:02 of the second half.
Yikes.
After the Lady Dragons had a 1-0 lead at the halftime, they find themselves looking at a 3-1 deficit.
Ball needs to go wide, and it does. Amani's got it. Shelfie blocks it, and it's thrown for the Dragons.
Boffman is coming back
comes in, and out goes Reinhold.
And for the Lady Dragons, number 1, Parker Boffman.
Monty throws it in. Allen gets it. And it's an illegal throwing from Amani Gonzalez. Well, when it rains, it pours. Baldwin has it. Baldwin tries to go through to Dunlap, and they're just waiting for the through ball. Dunlap going to get it. Goes back to Boffman. Boffman loses it.
Well, the one thing I saw in that run by Baldwin, there was 3 Argos Dragons running, and they could have all fit in that semicircle on the outside of the 18.
Well, the other thing was she just passed it too soon. You got to make a player commit. Here's a shot, and it doesn't get taken, and it's taken away by Shelfie Zeiger. Allen should have hit that. Unfortunately, taken away.
Yes.
And they're going to switch keepers back at Laville here. Laura Stone plays it up. Ball's in the air. Betts knocks it forward. Allison Overmeyer hits it over to Dunlap. Dunlap back over to Allen. Allen goes. Then she sees Stone. Stone to Morgan, and she needs to shoot that. That through ball's not going to work for the Dragons. They are playing that too much. Big hit. Betts runs through it. Good work out of Betts. Cox just clears it out.
Any one of those Laville's goals. You guys don't have to get the time on any one of those Laville goals. Thank you.
Well, it'll be a big boost for morale for Laville if they come out of the win tonight.
Well, they've been having a big season. Yep. Like we said, they're coming off of their only loss of the year in the last game, so it'd be a great rebound for them to come down here to the home field.
Yeah.
And he's putting Katie Dean back in. She had some good minutes for him in the first half. Let's see if she can spark something here on the offensive end for the Lady Dragons. They've not been able to get anything going here in the second half. Just been a total dominant performance by the Laville Lady Lancers.
Baldwin has it and goes off of Shelfie, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons.
Number 4, Katie Dean.
Dean throws it in, settles, plays it back. Ball's played forward, and Stone calls for a tap, and it's way overhead. Gorka run through by Dean. Yep, dangerous play.
Dangerous play.
It's an indirect. She's going to try to put it on frame and see if the goalkeeper will touch it like they did at Rochester. Knuckles down. And Boffman's there. Fakes. Turns it back. And it's taken away. Too many players in the middle. And too much standing out of the white. You look at them. Overmeyer blocks it. Overmeyer keeps going. Good work out of Overmeyer. And Gorka has it. And they force the ball wide. Ball's played forward. Betts. Goes back to Manikowski. Plays it up to Dean. Dean can't get there. Gorka goes around her. Broke up. Still in. Stone gets the ball. Stone gets the give and go. And now she gets to her. She's onside. Heavy hit. And too hard, and that's a great save. Morgan Baldwin with a touch too far. And that's a great through ball and a good work build up to it. And it's just too hard of a hit for her to catch up to. Good work out of Allen from Stone to Allen, back to Stone. And then a nice through ball. Good work all the way around, just unable to finish it. Boffman has it. Hits it forward. Allen gets to it. Looks, gives it to Stone. Now she goes forward. And then she goes back over to Allen. Stone. Stone gets it. Broke up from behind. Stone heads it forward. Ash tries to go. Plays it forward. Manikowski hits it out. What a brave play out of Manikowski. Way out of the box. And they call a foul. And it's going to be a Dragons kick.
Laville foul.
No, that's Taylor Dowell.
Dottle's coming back in. Laura Stone's up. Going to hit the ball. They hit it forward. Laville settles it. Overmeyer tries to get there. Boffman can't handle it. Passed. Aschenbrenner comes back with it. And Stone's forced to come back. Ball's played down to Aaron Ash. Hampton, good tackle. Ball's in the middle. Laura Stone can't get to it. Plays it forward. Taps it up. Runs through. Headered back. Good through ball. Played wide by Hampton.
All right, 19 and a half to go in the game. 3-1 Laville.
Yikes.
3-1.
Sad day.
3-1
Sad day in
Laville.
Argos soccer. Well, this game, it means something for Pride, but it doesn't mean anything. Sectionals are where it's going to count. The Dragons going to have to wake up and play a little bit tougher. Make sure they understand how it works. Jeez, Pete. They got tons of potential and just have not lived up to it yet. Ball's forward. Allen gets it. Looks. Keeps possession. Plays it wide. Monty kicks it forward. Gorka hits it out of bounds. Dragons throw in. Stone's taking the throw in. Morgan Baldwin hits it forward. Cox hits it out. And nobody comes to it. There goes Overmeyer. Gives it over to Dowdle. Dowdle to Boffman, loses control. Back in the middle. Betts runs through it. Ball's played forward. Allen gets it. Great work out of Allen. Well, let's see.
All right, this is a good opportunity for the Lady Dragons. Stone's going quick.
That's a good hit, and it's saved. And that's a good hit, a good save by the keeper, but both of the Dragons were where they needed to be. Dean, I like the Dean always follows it, and Baldwin was right there.
Well, that was a good job, good move by the coach for Laville to put the starting keeper back in. That one might have
gave
gotten
havoc.
through.
Yep, might have gave havoc to
the younger Cox player.
Yep, Trinity.
I mean, she's got she did a fine job back there, but those kind of balls were causing her problems. And
it's a good ball forward, and Dean's making a run. Shelfie Zeiger has tons of time. And makes it look way too easy. Hampton, and it's off of Laville, and it's Dragons throw in.
And for Laville, number 6, Cass.
It was that's the right call. It was totally off of her.
And in for the Lady Dragons, number 23, Kaylee Carlton.
Throw in. It's off of both, and now Laville comes away with it. They're just clearing it forward. They don't want it back in that half. Dean looks, gives it over to Stone. Stone with a heavy touch. Oh, and it's out of bounds. And Aaron's going to want that one back.
And for the Lady Dragons, number 21, Lexi Vanderwill.
And Samantha Stone's going out.
Well, here's an interesting post, public service announcement.
Oh, shut up.
Halftime of the boys varsity game on the 21st, which is next Thursday. You get a chance for $2. You can buy a pie, and you get to pie the Stone brothers, Joe or Andy or both. I got a $20 bill at home that says...
yeah, whatever. They won't hit me. Nobody has good enough aim to hit me. Let's see what they got. There he goes. Dunlap or Baldwin with the shot, and it's on frame and saved. Let's see. I bet you can't hit me. It's on Thursday, 21st.
Next Thursday.
Shots back in the middle. Good work out of Baldwin on that run. Brenner fakes, takes it back in the corner.
Well, and it's all for a good cause, too.
It is.
It's going to go to ounce prevention. And they're going to do the Pink Out game for breast cancer awareness. The girls...
the next day, Friday, next Friday.
Friday, Westview is going to come down, and that ought to be a great game.
That should be a quality game.
Westview, I think, is in the top 10, aren't they?
Well, you know. They are.
I think I saw something. They were up in the top 10. They're playing very, very well this year. Which they tend to do really well up there. And,
yep. Ball's played forward.
I think the last time the Dragons won the sectional, which would have been the freshman year of these seniors, Westview knocked them out, won the regional that year.
Yep.
It's hard to believe it's been 3 years since the Dragons have won a sectional.
Yeah. Things change in the world. Hampton going to drop it to Manikowski. Manikowski plays it forward. Gorka settles. Hampton gets it. Goes right by her. Gorka's going to make her battle for it. And that's a great ball forward. And here comes Baldwin. Baldwin's going to go in towards the goal. drops. Vanderweel. Shot and is blocked.
Vanderweel's shot goes off of Hess.
And Hampton hits it right out of bounds.
Good defensive play that time by the Lady Lancers. 12:51 left to go in the game. Lady Dragons still down 3-1.
Samantha Stone's still out, so he's giving her a rest. Long ball, and Laura Stone's got to come through and rescue. Puts it wide over to Hampton. Hampton's going to let it come through. And goes back in there to Vanderweel. Out of bounds and throw in for the Dragons.
The lone goal for the Lady Dragons came at 33:44 of the first half, so they've gone a long time in this game since they scored their goal.
Well, we've had a couple of shots on goal. Actually, more shots on goal. It's just theirs have been better.
Yeah.
Out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, Donahue's had a whale of a second half, putting 2 goals in within less than a minute's time.
That far side was broke down something fierce, allowing her 2 straight goals. Hampton heads it forward, and no White's going towards it. The sense of urgency is just lacking now. Out of bounds and throw in for the Dragons. Nice ball in. Turns. Playing too hesitant, too passive. Nobody's going after it. There's not that sense of urgency, like I said. High pressure, nothing. You can have numbers, but if you don't work it, it's not going to do you a bit of good. Dottle. Ball's back in the middle. Brenner gets it. And it was like once they scored, we just totally got out of it. I don't know. Stone's coming back in. Baldwin or Dunlap's coming back in. Great ball in to Brenner. Shot, and there's another goal. And Dragons are getting beat down.
So that's Lindsay Aschenbrenner's second goal. Got 10 minutes and 18 seconds left, and Laville has opened up a can on the Lady Dragons here, taking a 4-1 lead. And they've just they just seem to want it more right now, Andy. I don't know what happened to the first half Lady Dragons, but the second half Lady Dragons do not have the drive and desire that the first half team did.
Yeah, I don't know if they thought they had it won or already in the bag, but Joe put Samantha Stone back and Dunlap back. Lindsay Aschenbrenner, number 3, put it in again. That's her second goal of the night. Stone heads it forward. Kelsey hits it wide. Brenner has it.
Well, maybe it's a good night, Alex, to have the scoreboard camera go out on us.
Yeah.
With the
games.
numbers.
These games are good for learning lessons. It's all about doing certain things. They'll know what to do next time they play them. But we just haven't showed up second half. We went to sleep, and it showed. This is what happens sometimes when you get too complacent, too relaxed. Dottle, and the ball goes forward, and they switch keepers again, figuring, okay, we'll put her back in. They're not going to score 4 or 5 on it. And as Mr. Stearns just so kindly said, the only numbers I care about the ones on my paycheck. So I guess. When he has a kid and he gets older, he'll realize it's not that way.
Well, he's getting set to go to Florida.
Although,
College.
did Salem get washed away, or are they doing okay? They're still there?
In for Laville, number 18, Hannah Clark.
Yeah, I imagine it has been closed all week.
Dragons, number 5, Gabby Allen, and number 9, Sydney
He said they're in the central region around the Orlando area, so they probably got a ton of rain. And
that was about it?
Well, I don't know. They had some wind damage too, but probably not near what they had down in the Keys, I'm sure.
And out goes Aaron. Ish. Well, the Dragons kind of dumbfounded the second half, and Coach Stone will not be happy with what they've done.
7:49 left on the scoreboard. We've got a 4-1 lead for the Laville Lady Lancers.
Allen has it. Goes wide to Dottle. On over to Miller. Now over to Dottle. And once again, the ball is not played to feet, and they just run through. They're playing a deep sweeper, just running across and clearing everything out. Vanderbilt has it, chips it forward, straight to Laville. Gorka has it. And Gorka trips. Dean has it. Dean runs through it. It's broke up. And Shelfie Zeiger just clears it out. And Dunlap heads it forward. And heads it back again. Ball's played forward. Vanderweel chips it up. Allen can't get it. And Laville's just got 4 deep, and they're just kicking it out. Smart defensive way. They don't need to do anything else. Just run the clock out. And somebody's doll head come off downstairs.
Tragedy in the concession stand.
Yes. It's a murder mystery we'll have to
Need
solve.
to open an investigation.
I guess. Nice turn by Dean.
Probably be more interesting than the second half of this game.
Dean gets it over to Allen. Allen turns, pulls back. Zeiger knocks her off. Vanderweel taking a shot, and it is, and it's far post, and it's picked up by the keeper.
6 minutes left here in the game. 4-1, Laville lead.
Dunlap heads it forward. Carlton heads it back to her. Dunlap fakes, plays it back. So Laura Stone's out at the moment.
Ooh. Right off the backside of Gabby Allen right there. That had to sting a little bit.
Dottle has it. Too hard a touch forward, and it's going straight to the keeper. The girls need to work on that touch, keep it a little bit closer to their body. So many times it goes way out in front. And Dunlap says, I'm going to Dutch touch it, and it goes out of bounds.
In for Laville, number 5, Abby Kreger. In for the Lady Dragons, number 7, Lindy Reinhold.
Haley Cox is going to go out. Number 5, Abby Krager checks in, the sophomore.
Betts gets the ball, plays it forward. Vanderweel has it. Hits it right off of Laville. Vanderweel's already on the pitch. Pay attention.
So I haven't seen the last 3 games, but I do see Kaylee Carlton out there for the Lady Dragons. I know she was out for a while with an ankle injury. Just she been playing a little?
A little bit. She's been playing some JV, and she's just now getting some minutes here. Working hard. Out of bounds, and then throw in for the Dragons. Here comes a sub. Shania and Kelly Gaines.
A couple of.
Is that Kelly Gaines? Or number 20, Zoe Fields.
A couple of seniors getting a few minutes here for the Lady Dragons. 4 minutes left to go. Shania Walters and number 20, Zoe Fields check in.
Dean, great work out of Dean. Ball played forward. Allen
Katie Dean's been one of the bright spots here
Yeah,
for the Lady
she's done
Dragons.
very well.
Yeah.
And that's a great through ball. Miller loses control. And Laville just hits it out. So Stone's going to go over. Gets the ball. And fakes her. And then puts it forward, and no one gets there. Big punt coming. Reinhold off her feet, settles it. Dunlap runs through it, plays it back forward.
Are those kids out on the roof? Where is that coming from?
They're out there playing.
Oh, sounds like they're right in front of us.
Yep. Oh, there's a soap coming in.
Oh, she's quick. There's a person's head.
See her?
No, she was just for like 2 minutes. 23.
Then for Laville,
Mackenzie
number 20,
Hesh, a
Mackenzie
freshman, checks in for the Lady Lancers. Number 23 out on the pitch. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Lady Lancers with a huge second half effort here, scoring 4 goals.
Unanswered goals. Ay.
Lady Dragons punched one in very early in the game with 33-44 with a Baldwin goal, and
I had a lot of opportunities and just have fallen apart.
yeah, they led 1-0 at the half, and man, just a huge second half. 2 goals by Aschenbrenner, 2 goals by Donahue, and Lady Lancers put her on cruise control the last 10 minutes here.
Dean hits it wide. And Gorka just lets it roll out. No hurry. Throws it in. Ball's out of bounds and the Dragons throw it in.
Yeah, it had to. They're not going to step it up.
1 minute left.
Through ball. Manikowski gets it. Plays it wide to Shania Walters. Kicks it up. Out of bounds. Throw in for Laville.
Shania had a pretty bad knee injury last year
Yep.
in a early season game. And you can tell she's not really, even now, 100% from that.
Nope. Allen has it. Turns it. Keeps possession. Hits it wide, and Dean has it. Going to race Gorka for it. Gorka gets it. Battles Dean. Dean going to make her earn it. And Vanderbilt blocks it.
10, 9,
And they're going to let it go, and that's going to be it.
6, 5.
Oh, the Lady Dragons are going to fall. Their record will be 6-4-1. The Lady Lancers come back from their first defeat of the year, and they're going to advance to 9-1 on the season. So congratulations to the Laville Lady Lancers. A great second half effort. 4 goals after trailing 1-0 at the half. Morgan Baldwin, the only goal for the Lady Dragons. She scored at 33-44 in the first half off of a Gabby Allen assist. And that was your halftime score, 1-0. And at 39:02, less than a minute into the second half, Lindsay Aschenbrenner punches the first Laville goal in to give the, to put it at a 1-1 score. And then Donahue,
By number 8,
Madison Donahue, a senior for Laville, punches 2 goals in within 35 seconds of each other. The first one at 28:33. The second goal comes at 27:58. And then just for a little reassurance, Lindsay Aschenbrenner gets another goal at 10:18 to make it final score 4-1. So the Lady Dragons fall here tonight. They're going to be back on the pitch Saturday at Logansport High School. And then next week they'll have a game at Culver Community. And then Friday, the Pink Out game here at home versus Westview. So that'll be our next game here on RTC4.com. Friday the 22nd, the girls will host Westview. And then on the Saturday the 23rd, they'll be hosting Bremen. So after that, they've only got 3 more games, and then they're going to be moving into sectional time. So I think the draw comes out maybe next week for the sectionals. Those are going to be played up at Laville. Very good chance that we're going to see this Lady Lancer squad here again come sectional time. So Coach Stone, you know, he's going to have some adjustments and some work to do, see what he can do on the rematch, possibly in the sectionals. So I'm going to wrap things up here this evening. For Alex Stearns on the camera here tonight, Andy Stone, your play-by-play, Steve Stricker here. Everybody, have a good evening, and we'll see you again next week. See if the Lady Dragons can get back onto the winning column here. Thanks for tuning in to RTC4.com, your home for Argos Dragon Sports.